So for the past couple months, we've been, Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman have been recording a new record in a church in the downtown of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, where I grew up. Really excited for everybody to hear this record. I think it defines who Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman are. We kind of wanted to go about this record in a different way and not being your typical studio. We wanted a looser vibe, a liver vibe. We did all the basic tracks of the record live. There's always a bit of more of a challenge when you're recording live. You definitely have to be prepared and be rehearsed. And me, Tommy, and Matt, rehearsed these tunes a lot. For the most part, some of them were written right here, unsuspectingly. But my great friend James, who's a wonderfully young engineer, took to the board and wrangled us and did a great job. So Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman is made up of myself on guitar and lead vocals. Tommy on drums, who, I love playing with Tommy. Tommy is bombastic, but can be very sensitive when he needs to be. He's everything I could ask for in a drummer. And, Matt the Dane on bass is just nasty, man. He pretty much, I kind of threw him into fire in the rock and roll world. He wasn't too super familiar with it, but now he's owning it so much. And his background mixed with, his bass parts and his feel are just super retro and super classic. And that's all I could ask for in a bass player. We work really well together as a three-piece. We don't know why. It could very well have been terrible, but we're locked in, and it's a beautiful thing. So our sound is very kind of retro. Jimi Hendrix Experience meets Zeppelin, and there's funk and there's lots of blues, and we play through old vintage amplifiers. So it's definitely the old school, rock and roll vibe. Yeah, I think people are going to be super stoked for the tunes. It's just heavy blues, heavy blues rock, which is pretty much back to basics for me. Plus I'm back to a three-piece, which is also back to basics for me. So it's been fun. Every session has been fantastic. We're just really looking forward to releasing it and letting everybody hear it and taking the stage with these new tunes, because we're all very, very excited to play these live. And yeah, man, I think people are going to enjoy it.